Good afternoon. Today I'm up about $260. I took four trades today, but I only held two of them to completion. But there is a lot going on here, but we will get to that. So all four trades that I took were winners, though I only held two of them to completion. So coming into the day, big expansion candle today. But before that, we just kind of ended up with people call it a doji or an indecision candle after hitting this daily fair value gap that is in oop, wrong leg. That is in discount, but we bounced into this fair value gap that was right in discount, and price was not sure, or you say it's not sure at that time. So I jumped to the 2 hour after that. And here price had a shift in structure come up, kind of sweeping some liquidity, but oh, this is still yesterday. So here is market when I was coming into it. So when I was coming into market, I had seen that we had put in a low and we had put in a higher low respecting this low. So that was giving me bullish inclination, and also on the fact that we were inside of that daily fair value gap that was in discount, so it would make sense to go higher if the long-term bias was higher. But looking at the hourly, market is starting to shift here, a little internal market structure shift, kind of showing its hand. So this is, for me, this is market showing its hand. We sweep this liquidity. Wick, we're respecting this 1 hour for value gap, moving up, market structure shift, and we have highs above. So going into, what is that, 7 o'clock? So here we go, 9 o'clock. Let's jump down to, so the 30-minute helped me a lot more as well in the fact that market structure shift, but also had a 30-minute bullish breaker block for a little 2022 model long. Well, it ended up being a big long, but I did start trading pre-market in here, and let's jump into that. So for this trade, I was seeking these highs, which would have been an intermediate term high for this overall buy model, kind of around 50%. So if price does want to go lower from here, I'm taking partials. So that was my logic for my liquidity pool. But here, market has, and like my draw on liquidity video, where does market look like it wants to go? It looks like it wants to go up. Is there liquidity above us? Yes. So market has adequately shown me that it wants to go higher. And we also have a 2-minute breaker. So I came into the market around 8:40, no, not 8:45. Yes, around 8:45, and had seen that we were continuing higher and buy side was right above us, and we were dropping down into a discount as well as holding a bullish breaker. So I decided to enter long in here, but my stop loss was under these equal lows, and I got out. I don't even think I was scared. It just wasn't something I was used to. I'm not used to trading pre-market, and it was technically not sticking to my rules as this isn't, I mean, technically it is. We've swept liquidity, but hindsight, I see that. But when I was in it, it didn't seem like something I felt 100% comfortable being in. So I decided to get out. And first TP was, let's turn this off. First TP was at these highs. Next TP was up here. And price did end up running to that. So that was my first trade pre-market this morning that I ended up getting out of. And then after that, I was a little unsure, as today we have no news, so I wasn't really sure how the market would go. And we have just kind of been expanding up for since what, 4 in the morning. with no real retracements. So I switched to MNQ as I wanted to be a little more risk off. And here I have 3 trades. Held this one, got into this one, didn't hold it, but then held this third one. So looking at this first trade, market opened 9:30 and continued to rally higher, higher, higher. And with buy side being this close, so this low buy side right here was, yeah, this is the one, was kind of the terminus area for this. Well, this would have really been terminus, but relative equal highs, we can call them. Relative equal highs inside of a fair value gap, really, really strong and good quality draw on liquidity. So for this trade, market open, kept running up, wasn't really giving us any real retracements. So I did equilibrium on this price leg and wanted to take a trade into discount. And there's an order block in line. So I think I entered 2 or 3 contracts here, got all out at this high. Price continued to consolidate here and then continued to run up. So at this point, I was looking for more liquidity, just in the fact that it seemed like market, why is this not working? Did want to go higher. So I went back out to the 30-minute and I seen that there were some nice standout highs in here, but more so, we had a daily fair value gap right here. Oh, yes, this line is an important line. And we also had a 4-hour fair value gap right here. So looking back on price, that's what this high was. This high was, the significance was, it was those relative equal, top of those relative equal highs, but also the top of the daily fair value gap. So I decided to get out there. But then I looked again, we had another internal, okay, little internal high over here, and then this signifies the top of the 4-hour fair value gap, which is also where I would have wanted to get out of, because if there was going to be a retracement, I was assuming it would have been in there, because that would still leave us time to tap the 4-hour and close below the daily before the daily closes. So looking at these trades, price came down into kind of in same thing I was thinking. We have discount and we also have an order block, and I was in and out a bunch of times here, and I really should have just held it because this risk was not that much, and I was targeting a 1 to 7 or 1 to 1.7. Disappointed I got out of it, but I wasn't really feeling comfortable with it, and price was kind of starting to barcode in here, which I wasn't comfortable with. And also too, no news. We've already ran like 200 points. I wasn't comfortable, so I got out. So then this trade was actually, let's bring this back. I believe this one, yes. So a 4-minute fair value gap that was also in line with an order block. And it looks like we did tap equilibrium. So bullish 4-minute fair value gap, order block, equilibrium. I enter in there, targeting the top or the bottom of that 4-hour fair value gap. Nice 1 to 1.77. My stop, I believe here was at mean, yeah, my stop was under mean threshold of the order block, which was subsequently at the bottom of this 4-minute fair value gap, but price had a nice little run right up into it. And then at this point, I was done because we already ran almost 300 points, and it seemed like this was just going to be an expansion day, which is how it ended up playing out. We did have a very nice expansion day. So this is kind of setting us up that we are in an area that is micros. Let's go to minis. And so this is kind of setting us up that we are in an area where price does look like it wants to go higher, but also too, this price leg, we're probably at equilibrium. Yeah, we're at equilibrium and we're also in a bearish daily fair value gap that is in discount. And we've had a market structure shift on the higher time frames. So without a bias in play, this would technically be a higher time frame 2022 model short, but we will see from here and see what the rest of the week wants to provide us. Big 4 hour bearish breaker, but this is, I feel like this will kind of be a spot where it's kind of make or break for price if we want to keep going higher. We get a little retracement down into here and come back up to continue to go higher, or if price is going to come up into here and then we start breaking down for more subsequent lows. But we will just have to see from now. But overall, good day. Here is P&L, the break even, the win, the all over the place, and then the little win. But I realized too I need to start trading with more size because it is a 100K account and I trade it like it is a 25K. But otherwise, that's all I got. Have a good trading day tomorrow.